STS deprogrammed for a reason because I had to get rid of that old programming that nearly took my life away. It's real life shit. That's why I'm here today. And yeah, we're back with Lady Crown, and we don't stay down, we stay up, and we don't chat put. But it's not real talk. It's another midweek catch up, and I got a lot of energy right now. I'm in Raw, the rising star
Beautiful.
is out here
Mm-hmm.
with the birdies, you
Yep.
know? Oh gosh, it's beautiful.
I feel the sun on the back of my neck. Oh,
Yeah.
I think I'm going to get a tan up here today.
Especially in high altitude, isn't it? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Shout outs to the 2 new subscribers. Shout outs to T23X Country, and shout outs to Queen Michelle out there. Blessings for that information yesterday. And yeah, man, what we're gonna tap into today? Because trust me, I know you got a lot of downloads.
Oh, I don't have downloads. I'm just living in the real world, you know. And
Reality.
yeah, I'm in the world very much so, but I'm not of it. So there's your balance, you know, and that's how we all need to sort of like try to get ourselves in that position where you're in it, but you're not of it. So you don't fall for all of the hogwash, as STS likes to say. You know, you don't fall for the hogwash. But no, we're out in the heart of nature. I mean, just listen. I know I said it on Monday, but listen to those birds, the tweedies. It's, I tell you, you just feel so
Alive.
yeah,
You know, none of them ones.
energized. You know, you don't have a care in the world when you're up here. Whatever hogwash is going off doesn't impact on you. You know, it's just beautiful. And in a allotment life and allotment people, they're amazing. You know,
It's a community here.
yeah,
You know, everyone's never enough everyone. It's peaceful.
Yeah.
They come here to just, you know, plan, live their lives and
Yeah.
just be at peace, you know, one with nature.
I'm telling you.
What I mean? It's so important for us.
So important for us, so important for everybody. Your young ones, your boys and your girls, they need to be out in nature. Take them out for walks, you know, we're moving into the summer months, you know, get out and about. Do a little foraging, you know what I mean, blueberries, blackberries, whatever they can, do you know what I'm saying? And get them used to foraging for fruit and vegetables. Why not? They're there. It doesn't have to always be bought from a supermarket that's been flown in from Egypt, Morocco, or wherever. You don't even know how it's grown, who's grown the damn food, for God's sake. You know? Get them out, get them walking, put down those devices that they seem to be attached to. It's as if they were born with a phone in their hand or an iPad or whatever. And you and I know that that's destroying them. And that's what it's designed to do, because it's going to take them away from being in nature. I was listening to somebody who says, you know what, when we were children growing up, you never saw an overweight child. Very rare did you see somebody that was overweight who was an adult. When I say overweight, I'm talking about a size 14, size 16. You couldn't get 18s and 20s, 20. You couldn't get those bigger sizes in the shops when we were growing up. The main reason is, and guess what? People ate fish and chips, they ate white bread, they ate biscuits. I remember, you know, having a whole packet of biscuits and going off to the arboretum in the forest and spending the whole day. But you know what we did? We ran up and down, we exercised, we laughed, we played, and we just literally burnt everything that we had on us. Now you have children that are sat there in front of their whatever device it is, ruining the macula, damaging their eyes, the optical nerves, the photoreceptors. Trust me, the amount of young people that are now having to get glasses and going to go to the optician. Guess what? I mean, this is a revolving door. Everybody makes money out of it because we'll put this shit out. But guess what? Opticians are going to thrive. Doctors are going to thrive. Dentists are going to thrive because it makes sure that you have to go to them. Because we, as the responsible mothers and fathers, are not being responsible. We're getting caught up in the bullshit, and we're getting caught up in, well, my mate's got this and so and so's. Oh, I better get you one then, Anta. Get it on tick if I can't afford to pay for it. All of them fartness there. You know what I'm saying? It needs to stop. We fueled everything that's happened to us. We fueled it. We bought into the Balenciaga, the Versace, the this and that. We took their piece of promissory note and bought in. And what they did with that wealth, well, you can see what they've done with the wealth. Everybody's feeling the effects of that. You know, we have to take responsibility. When you take responsibility for something that you're doing, guess what? You change it. But as long as you're out there, well, he said and she, and it was you, if we want for you this one to happen, then nothing will change. Take responsibility. Come in, my youth.
You have to take responsibility, because especially when you gain information about the laws of attraction, the universal laws, you'll realize that you're creating reality. We keep on saying it because so it resonates with people, to make them realize, like, your choices lead to results every day, every second. In fact, every second, the universe is connecting with you, guiding you, and giving you messages. But I get it, if you're programmed and you're not aware of this, then obviously you think life's attacking you, innit? You always think life's attacking you, because that's the program, innit? Like, oh, everything's attacking me, people don't like me. Like, yo, fam, you gotta like yourself. Exactly. You gotta love yourself first and foremost.
There you go.
That's when you start to take your power back, instead of always externalizing it to someone else. Trust me, man. Harness that energy within. You know what I mean? Then when you admit it outwardly, guess what? Boomerang, boom, comes straight back to you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Mentor out there.
For real. Change the negative into a positive. You have the ability to do that. Absolutely. Jamaica people have always said, oh Lord, my God, I want this pan me drunk or shit pan me. When everything gone tits up, you know? But so you say, so it is.
Trust me.
Look at it as an experience, whether it's one that, you know, causes you anguish, pain, whatever. Acknowledge all of those things, but then look at how you're going to maneuver yourself, how you're going to steer your vessel into calmer seas and out of the choppy seas. And once you've got your mind focused on that, then you move away from those choppy waters into calmer waters, because you do it.
Because you can allow yourself to build character from that.
Absolutely.
And you clocked on that most of the master teachers that we're tapped into had to go through great pain.
Oh, adversities.
Great adversity in order to rise. Like, trust me, it's not a joke.
They don't know silver spoon, nothing.
Trust me.
You know, they went through shit.
Some real shit, man.
Yeah. But they're here today, standing strong, standing firm, and doing what best serves them. Because they've learnt those lessons. The universe will throw curveballs at you, do all sorts to get you to wake up to who and what you are, how powerful you are, and you start speaking and communing with your divine, your creator. Yo, it's already happened. Everything that you want's already here. It's here. But God, you can't sit down there. Someone's not gonna come along and drop it in your lap. You get up and get it. Do you get what I'm saying? You take the action. We speak it into existence, then you make it happen. You have everything that you need. The creator gave you everything that you need to have a successful, happy life. Guess what you do? Go out and do what you're supposed to do.
You know, when you really tap into your higher consciousness, and a key thing here, you have to slow down that monkey mind and ask within your mind what you want. Ask and you shall receive. And I'm telling you, and I've done this many times, Lady Crowns, when I ask for something, you know, a message, something will come along. It'll either be a tune or you know what I mean, a message from somebody else, like, because you're putting it out there, you're so connected. Remember, you're so connected to the universe, but you have to ask. You have to be aware. Without that awareness, how can you receive?
It's not possible.
Going back to what we was on about earlier, you're going to think life's attacking you. And really and truly, showing you a path, you just have to be aware of it and walk it, baby. You know what I mean? Don't just talk the talk, because a lot of people can chat.
Oh, yeah. All
but
day.
Actually...
And do nothing.
Actually doing, it's a whole different thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's when you really stand in your power and you become a real man, a real woman out here. And you're actually doing more than you're chatting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Not the actors that they made us into, the Mr., the Miss, and all the rest of that malarkey.
They're mad titles.
Yeah, it's all...
Be a captain. Aye. Shout out to Captain Kirby out there.
Shout out, Captain Kirby.
Aye.
How you doing? Probably eating more mangoes.
Just there. Bring something back for man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. You know, we're born free, and I will keep saying that because it needs to resonate with more and more people out there. You know what you need to do? Hit the like, hit the share, hit subscribe, get it out there. We are born free. No man or woman stands above you unless you allow them to. You got to know who and what you are, the world that you live in, the laws that you're governed by. If you don't know that, then you'll fall for anything. What's that thing that is that? Is it Ralph says or K Reno? If you don't.
If you don't stand up for something, you can fall for anything.
There you go. And that's what the majority of people did 3 years ago. They didn't stand for anything, and they just fall for anything. Yeah? Simon says, Check this. Simon said,
Hypnosis, isn't it?
yeah, literally, it was a mass hypnosis. Put the fear of the Creator into every man and woman on the planet and make them do something detrimental, because they're going to act out of fear rather than have knowledge. Yeah, and we'll do a blanket coverage in the media. We'll take control of everything. We'll ban, we'll take down channels. This was a concerted effort to make sure that, you know, they limited the information that came through. And even when you're quoting their own stats and figures, people were getting chucked off 2 years ago because they had their agenda that they didn't want anybody taught in. Guess what? We only had a small channel, 300-400 subscribers.
Both over 200, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
First one over 300.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
one
You know, so it wasn't. But guess what? Even that was, you know, against guidelines, because you couldn't speak the truth. But you can see the veil
is being lifted.
Oh, let me tell you.
And back then, the guidelines were stronger.
Yeah.
YouTube's changed the guidelines, you know, it's less now.
Yes.
It's not as strong now.
Because they can't keep saying,
because
the
truth was getting so powerful that even platforms that got taken off are coming back.
Yeah.
Because the people were saying to YouTube, yo, listen, put this back up.
Yeah.
But we're gonna, trust me, we're gonna remove our subscription off this platform.
It's the people that make it what it is.
Yeah.
So the people say, right, okay, well, you know what, we're off. You know, like I said, I think probably 5-10 years from now, you'll say YouTube and people go, YouTube? You know, literally, if they don't change their ways, if they don't start being fair and giving people the platform to express their views and their opinions, you know what, you have dominion, you got freedoms. We've always had them. But when somebody wants to stop you from speaking your truth, whether they want to hear it or not is irrelevant, but that's what you have the right to do. And if you got to start using things like bang bang boogie and all of those things just to say what you want to say without your channel being taken down, then you can see that it's not the world that you want to leave to your children, your children's children, and so on. You know, you don't want that kind of a world, because it's not right. You know, it really isn't. The clouds are starting to form. I'm hoping that it doesn't rain. But, you know, the screws have been put on. You know, the food banks, oh my goodness, you know, the amount of people having to go to food banks. You know, you've got something, when people are trying their best to, you know, run their own business and take control of their lives, and then, you know, they have like a credit line with the banks, and so they're able to meet expenditures and wait for, you know, their monies to come in from whatever business that they're doing. And then you get the banks that come along, just like they did in 2006, 2007. They literally took the credit line. So if you're a business that gets paid 30 days after, because that's how most contracts are, even with the local authority, you do some work for them, you think that check's going to end up in the post the next day. No, 30 days, that's what you sign up for. So you've got to wait for 30 days for that money to come into them, be more liquid to do what you're doing. So your credit line is so important. And what are the banks doing again? That's why I'm saying this is so reminiscent of 2006, 2007, 2008, when it all went tits up. Yeah, so reminiscent, because they're doing the exact same things. Back in 2008, I think it was 500 billion or something like that you know, banks had lost in America with the bank closures. It's gone way past that with the 4 or 5 banks that's already gone, way past that. You know, so they're making things very, very difficult. And what we've got to do is become very, very resourceful. Do you know what I'm saying? You'll go out to your local parks, and guess what you're going to see? Have I got anything around here? Let me go and grab one. Let's stop the breathing. Never you mind.
You know me, I'm breathing.
Yes, I know. I'll grab one, I can get one to show them what I need.
Okay, just put me on the spot now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can think off my head anyway. You know me, it's all off my thought patterns. But yeah, man, it's beautiful out here, man. Get out in nature, you know. I tell you, really help you with your mental health, man. And yeah, Lady Crown, she's got it now.
What's this, folks? Dandelion.
Oh yeah,
The dandelion.
Oh the dandelion.
You'll go all over. I mean, especially if you go some walks in these parks that they have, these nature reserves. You'll find thousands of these. The root can be used. Oh my gosh, the root can be used as for medicinal. This goes in your salad. You can make lotions with it.
honey.
You can make honey
Yeah,
with
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Back in the war days, they could not afford honey. So guess what they did? They made it with this sugar and dandelions. And I'm telling you, I made this last year, the dandelion honey. And when it was, when I was cooking it, doing what I was doing on the cooker, the smell it was ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, this smells like honey. Not only does it smell like honey, it tastes like honey. Do you see what I'm saying? Be resourceful. The universe, the creator, put everything on the planet that we need. Nettles, people, all the stinging nettles. You can make soup, you can make poultice out of it. You've got comfrey, so much that's already there for us. Do you get what I'm saying? So what if you had to live on freaking dandelions and have it as part of your meal?
High content of iron, so
All
it's
right.
most food that you eat.
Exactly.
It's going to support your system.
Exactly. So you might, there's products that you can buy online, but guess what? They're very expensive. Some of them are, especially if you want the good quality ones. Why not just go around and grab a bunch of these and have 2 or 3 a day? Do you know what I'm saying? Give them to your youths, put them in salads, grow your own lettuce, eat them raw, make lotion.
Make a tea.
Exactly. So much that is already out here in nature. Take advantage of it so you're not completely reliant on these people that are pushing up the prices and selling you toxic freaking GMO'd and mRNA tinting in their food. I don't know. That's what they're putting in it.
GMOs in it,
Yeah, they're actually using the mRNA tinting as well. Gene therapy
I know.
in the foods. So
Seems
come on.
to kill time.
So come on, folks. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Dandelion. And there's, oh my goodness.
It's in abundance.
It's in abundance.
Trust me.
And look at the time of year when it comes out. It's literally working with you, saying, yo, I'm putting this out here for you. Yeah, I know I look pretty, but guess what you need to do? Take this. Eat me. Yeah? Make tea with me, dry it out, make lotions, everything that you can do, and just, have them there. You use them. You have to be running out and buying this and buying that. Why are we supporting them? Make your own stuff. Like back in the day, your granny and your great granny. You think there was a Walmart then? Or Asda or freaking Sainsbury's? No, there wasn't.
It reminded me of something. Remember when you said, I can't remember when it was, but you said that the people asking the school children where the apples and the pears are from, and there was like the supermarket.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because they've been denatured. They don't even know where the fruits come from.
No idea.
They don't even know it comes off a tree.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it, when you think about it?
When you think about it, absolutely. But that's all done by design because, right where we are, I mean, there's, this, obviously there's allotments. So you've got fruit trees, you've got everything. But, on the main roads, we've got trees covering on either side, all the way down. Not one of them is a fruit tree. Now, these were planted by your municipality, your local council. Tell me why they couldn't fling in 2 apple trees, couple pear trees, some trees with that to produce berries. And as people are going about their business and going to work, going to school, they can just reach up, take an apple down, shine him off and eat it. Because they don't give a crap about the people. They never have done. So guess what? That's what we're going to do. Plant your own apple trees. Yeah? If you got some grass area around where you live, big old grass area, listen, dig one wall and put 1 apple tree in there. Yeah, 7, 8 years later, or maybe before that, you'll be the children in that area will be eating apple trees. We'll be eating not apple trees. That'll be a bit of a hard to digest. You get me? They'll be eating the apples from the tree. You can do the same with pears. Why don't we do things like that? Why have people got to come up to an allotment in order to get an apple from a tree?
Remember when Penny Kelly was talking about the farming's going to be moved within the household?
Yeah.
Kitchen gardens are going to be massive. People are going to start growing in the house, which they are doing now.
Yeah.
It's just not happening mass, but it will be occurring much more.
There's so many.
That's how you take your power back,
methods that are out there now that have been suppressed because they want you to believe that you need to have the chemicals, you need this to put on it, you need that. No.
So you just need the right environment.
Electroculture, all sorts. You know what I'm saying? Where you can use copper. Copper's really conductive when it comes to growing. And I was watching something whereby they'll just use the copper wire to wrap around the poles and then exactly. And the tomatoes were bigger than the ones that didn't have the copper wire on it. Wow. I'm just like, yo, come on. They know all of this.
Free energy. Shout out to Nikola Tesla. Trust me, we can grow anything.
Everything and anything. We just got to stop listening to those demonic forces because they don't mean you any any good whatsoever. If anything, they're detrimental to your physical, mental, spiritual, and financial health. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So we have to. But it's about us realizing who and what we are and how powerful we are and taking it all back. I keep saying, just take it all back. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Use your pen. Use your thumbprint.
Mightier than the sword.
There you go. Absolutely. You know, you know, they've not visited me yet, but maybe one day they might turn up, and I'll deal with them when they do, or they come there and look at my notices to go about their business, because they know they're not dealing with an idiot.
You know what? Yeah, it's come to me now, because you're dealing with the four corner rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the household is your court. Am I correct?
The property that we live in, our home, is my vessel in dry dock, because this is maritime. So you have you live in a house or your yard, whatever you want to call it, but it's a vessel in dry dock.
So it's not a court. I got that wrong.
No.
Okay.
Only your court is when you're writing your documents. And say they, summons you, you summons the dead to go to
Oh,
you.
so
The four.
theirs,
That's
theirs.
no. Your court is your document that you produce that you.
Oh, right. It's a document.
Yeah.
Okay.
The four corner. That's your court.
Okay.
Because that's what in a badminton court, a tennis court, it's
That's
got a
what
four corner rule. The court.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get you.
And that's why they call it your court of records. So the minute you start writing your penning your documents to whomever, those are your court of records. That's why you keep copies. Those really important ones you'll send by registered post, your thumbprint, you do all of those things and have copies of them. That's your court of records, regardless of what they send you, because they're going to send you a whole heap of hogwash through your letterbox, and they won't send it to you. They'll send it to your legal fiction. And literally people have got to start saying and standing up for themselves. So I don't identify with the all caps name. Where would you see all caps? At a graveyard. So you're writing to me as a dead entity. You have to start doing things like that, even if you're not, fully averse. There's so much out there. They beat the bailiffs on Telegram. There's so much. Peacekeepers.org. They're brilliant. They're doing a free online course that you can do, and it takes you through various different categories. So you can get yourself skilled up to deal with these actors in uniforms. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you don't take positive action,
It won't give you satisfaction.
It won't, because you're really going to think, oh, poor me, they've done this to me, because you... All right, Barry! Not bad, darling. I told you, this is the allotment now.
Trust me, the community is all over here.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, the gate's not even open, but they know they see the car and they'll just shout. That's the life that we have up here, which is absolutely amazing. But I'd love to have this life in the home that I live in,
24/7.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely beautiful, but it's not been designed that way. Everybody's crammed in. You've got, houses right next to each other. You might have people playing loud music. We've got people that
smoking cigarettes, all of that.
That have as soon as the sun comes out, they'll do a barbecue. I'm telling you, I don't know what kind of. Hello, me have to. You see, she's laughing already. Me don't know what kind of meat that. I don't know where they get it from, where it flying from. I never smell anything quite. I know hogma. It's not. Trust me, it's not a meat. When we can say when I was eating it, oh yes, they got a piece of beef or pork or something, but me don't know where they get it from. It's stink.
Yeah.
It's
that. And you pick up a bad vibe.
Oh, you got to come in. Trust me, if you hang out any clothes, you have to take them up, cause it look. But that's exactly how it is. But that's who and what they are. That's what they do. But oh my goodness, it's awful, But we have to deal with it because that's where we live. But that's not going to be my permanent position. I know that STH knows that. We know that we've got places to go, people to see, and things to do, and a wonderful world to experience. And that's exactly what we're going to do. And we'll probably do what we're doing now, but from wherever we are in the world. Ask me where. I don't know yet, but I know I'm going.
It's a beautiful thing about the internet, isn't it?
Yeah. So we'll be talking to you from wherever. Trust me. God, we'll still tap in and make it a noise. So watching how we die. This is what we did. This is how we did it. But we're telling you anyway. Telling you what we've done, what we put in place in order to take advantage of what's coming, because it will be, I think it's Bill Holden that said it's going to be the mother of all crashes, and that's what we're going to experience, the the mother of all crashes, and only those who are prepared and had that foresight and watch what the rich are doing will actually, be able to pick up so many things on the cheap. And I say on the cheap, I mean on the cheap. And you won't be using whatever currency that you've got in your purses and your wallets at the moment. You won't be using that. You'll be using your tangible assets. It's as simple as that. So if you don't have them, you're in a world of pain. Trust me, you're in a world of pain. We can't do any more than tell you what we've done and why you should actually consider doing it. We don't give financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but I think the time has come where if you've not already started to make those purchases, then you need to start now. They're going to, you've already got limits on your accounts. If you've got a card, you go to the ATM, you've got a limit as what you can draw out on a daily. So that's restricting your withdrawals. Withdrawing. You go to the bank, you want 1,000 or 2,000. They want to know what you want it for, what you're going to do with it. Are you taking this money out under duress? All those kind of questions. You'll see what happened in Greece, where they'll just limit you to £100 a day. Because the banks are bleeding. I mean, billions and billions have been taken out of the USA banks. Don't think, oh well, we're over here, it's better for us. Actually, it's worse, because where it's all controlled is in that city of London, that 12 square mile. That's the financial hub for the world. Trust me. They're just doing what the Americans and everybody else is doing. China, just printing. That's why you're seeing inflation at 19%. But come on, we all know it's more than that, because whatever they tell you, you need to double or quadruple that their number there, because I lied them, I tell. Yeah. So this is the time to start doing it. Whatever you can, when you can, get what you can out before they lock you off, because they probably will do if they haven't already done so, and prevent you from making those purchases that you need to make in order to secure what you have. And all you're doing is just taking whatever you got and putting it into something that's going to hold its value, rather than lose its value, because the more you hold on to that piece of paper, plastic, whatever it is, it's losing value. Whilst it's sat in your account or in your hand or in your pocket, your purse, it's losing value. You need to use it to buy things that you're actually going to need to take you through the storm, and things that you're going to need to then take advantage of those bargains, because there will be some serious bargains out there. Houses, cars, I don't know, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying, hotels, I don't know. But that's what you'll be able to buy with those tangible assets. So yeah, spread it to your family. Tell them, if they don't do it, then at least you can say, I did tell you, I did warn you. And if they take no action, then you have no more responsibility. You've done what you need to do. You've used that throat chakra, which is what we do on a daily. Even when we're not on here, we're talking and say, yo, X, Y, and Z.
Do that. Yeah.
Exactly. So once you've done that, the universe can't ask any more of you. And then you go on and do what you got to do with your life. You can't feel for them who don't feel for themselves. Yeah?
That's so real,
Yeah.
I want to wrap it up on this here. Kind of align with your thing. In order to have a rich mindset, you have to follow what the rich are doing.
Yeah.
They're buying land, they're preparing. Key thing, they're just preparing for what's coming, because they're visionaries. You know what I mean? Have a vision for your future so you can manifest it. You know what I mean? Just leave it on that there,
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day today.
Absolutely.
I hope you lot are getting out in nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pick your dandelions. Get them today.
Get in today.
And let me know how you get on.
But yeah, it's a flip, no rehearsal, no script, no acting going on. And yeah, keep working on your mind, body and soul in order to achieve your goals, because we're there, with ya.
Spiritually.
You don't know.
You see that boy, I touched my breast.
There's a couple. I know. Oh my God, humour brings balance to life.
Absolutely, I love laughter, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh my
you
goodness.
You have to love it. But yeah, STS and Lady Crown over and out. Peace and blessings.
Peace, my people.